In the heart of a bustling metropolis, hidden beneath the neon glow of the city lights, there was a place few dared to speak of, a cursed building known as the Whispering Tower. Towering above the city skyline, it was a grim reminder of a dark history and an even darker secret. The rumors about the Whispering Tower were whispered among the city's residents, a tale of horror that sent shivers down the bravest spines. It was said that anyone who spent a night within its walls would be haunted by their deepest fears, tormented by the malevolent spirits that lurked within. One fateful night, a group of adventurous friends decided to put the legend to the test. Among them were Emily, a fearless photographer with a penchant for the supernatural, and Alex, a skeptical journalist who scoffed at tales of the paranormal. They gathered at the base of the tower, armed with cameras and recording equipment, determined to uncover the truth. As they entered the abandoned building, the air grew thick with an oppressive silence. The walls were covered in peeling wallpaper, and the floor creaked beneath their feet. The flickering light from their flashlights cast eerie shadows on the decaying furniture that still remained. Emily, her camera at the ready, began to take photos, capturing the eerie atmosphere of the tower. Alex, on the other hand, rolled his eyes at the superstitions of his friends. He couldn't shake the feeling that they were wasting their time, but as the night wore on, strange things began to happen. The temperature plummeted, and their breath formed frosty plumes in the air. Emily's camera malfunctioned, the photos revealing nothing but distorted, ghostly shapes. Alex's skepticism began to wane. They heard faint whispers, unintelligible words that seemed to come from nowhere and everywhere at once. It was as if the very walls were speaking to them, uttering secrets long forgotten. Panic gripped the group as they realized they were not alone. As they ventured deeper into the tower, the atmosphere grew more suffocating. Shadows danced in the corners of their vision, and the whispers grew louder, taunting and malevolent. Emily's fear was palpable, and even Alex couldn't deny that something was terribly wrong. In a dimly lit room on the upper floor, they made a chilling discovery. A wall covered in old newspaper clippings and photographs told the story of the Whispering Tower. It had been a place of horrors in the past, a site of unspeakable acts committed by a deranged man who had lived there. The whispers grew more frenzied, the spirits seemingly angered by their intrusion. Alex, in a moment of desperation, shouted for the spirits to reveal themselves. The room quaked, and a deafening roar filled the air as the walls seemed to close in on them. Emily's flashlight flickered, and the room plunged into darkness. In the pitch-black silence, they heard the unmistakable sound of footsteps approaching. Panic-stricken, they fumbled for their flashlights, their hands trembling. When the lights pierced the darkness, they saw a horrifying sight. The room was filled with ghostly figures, their eyes hollow and their faces twisted in anguish. They reached out with bony fingers, their breathless voices echoing in the room. Alex, his skepticism shattered, knew they had to escape. He grabbed Emily's hand, and they fled down the stairs, pursued by the relentless spirits. The building seemed to come alive, shifting and changing around them, as if determined to keep them trapped. They burst out of the tower, gasping for breath, their hearts pounding in their chests. The whispers followed them, faint but persistent, a haunting reminder of the horrors they had witnessed. As they stood outside, the first light of dawn broke over the city, banishing the darkness of the Whispering Tower. They realized that they had narrowly escaped with their lives, but the nightmare would haunt them forever. The legend of the Whispering Tower had proven true, and Emily and Alex had experienced horrors beyond their wildest imaginations. The tower remained a cursed relic, a place where the boundaries between the living and the dead blurred, and where the whispers of the past continued to echo in the hearts of those who dared to enter. As they walked away from the tower, they couldn't help but wonder if they had left a part of themselves behind, forever bound to the malevolent spirits that lurked within. The modern world may have its technology and comforts, but in the shadows, the ancient horrors still thrived, waiting for the next group of unsuspecting souls to tempt fate and enter the Whispering Tower.